Hi everybody, welcome back from your run or your walk. We're going to come into the mat, do a little bit of cool down and stretching it out so you're not feeling hopefully too stiff or sore the next day or so, especially if you're running every day and you're training for something. So come on to your mat. We're going to come into a wide-legged forward fold right away. So you just come back from your run, you're going to step really wide on your mat, turn your toes forward, and maybe a little bit in. And then bring your hands to your hips. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Come on down. Bring your hands just underneath your shoulders. Take a second here. So after a run too, calming down the nervous system with a forward fold. The shape of this really helps to do that. And then bringing those toes out now a little bit to the side. So 45 degrees. And then we are going to lean to the left. Getting into the groin a little bit here. Just a gentle stretch. This left knee is not tracking past the toes, so if that's happening, step wider. And then lean over to the right. Again, watch the tracking of that right knee. Slow the breath down. Slow all the body systems down with a longer breath. Inhale. Exhale. Come back to center, lean again to the left, just gentle. Back to center, lean to the right. And then back to center here, turn your toes forward again and hang. So let your upper body come down. So from the side, it looks like this. We're letting the upper body hang, place the hands in opposite elbow creases, sway side to side here. Little bend in those knees so there's no locking of the knees. Ground through the feet and dial them away from one another. Press the feet down and away. If you're way back into your heels, shift forward a little bit so the weight is distributed evenly in the foot, the bottoms of the feet. Inhale, exhale, hang. In breath. Out breath. One more here, in and out. Good. Come on up slowly. Stay right where you are. Just going to shift mats here. Turn yourself to your left foot, and then you're going to land your right knee down. So coming into a stretch that we did before in the warm-up, you're going to come up into a lunge position. We're getting into a nice stretch through your hip flexor, which you used a lot with your running or walking, because it actually helps you move your leg up, like so. So actually, I'll just show you that. So it helps you move your leg like this, right? So that's tons that your hip flexor did through your run or your walk today. So from here, press the feet down like they're dragging in towards one another. And then we'll move into a little more stretch to add the arms if you like. Inhale. Exhale, settle the shoulders. Lean your heart up just a little bit more. Inhale. Exhale. If you'd like more, left hand down to the thigh. Reach towards the left with the right arm. Inhale. Exhale. In breath. Out breath. Keep pressing the feet down and dragging them towards one another. You have one more breath here. Back to center. Bring your hands down, and then you're going to inch your left foot forward. Come up onto the heel. Point your toes up towards the ceiling and bring your torso towards the leg. Try to reach it towards the leg and down, but you're going beyond the toes with the forehead. Inhale here. Exhale, fold. Excuse me. Little bend in the left knee. Inhale. Exhale. Hello, left hamstring. How's this one feel compared to the initial one that you did? Because we did do this stretch at the beginning of the, we did it for the warm-up, I should say. Notice too, we're not rounding the back, long spine. And then we're going to switch sides. So you're going to come back with the left knee and then step your right foot up and curl the back toes under. Reach your arms up. Inhale. Exhale, settle the shoulders. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale. In breath. Out breath. breath, right hand lands, reach to the right side. In breath. Out breath, reach. Inhale. Exhale. One more, in and out. Come back to center. Just bring your hands to the floor, inch your right heel forward a little bit, and then pop those right toes up high. Come onto that heel. Inhale. Exhale. Heart reaches beyond the toes as you fold. Inhale. Exhale. In breath. Out breath. One more here. And then come on up slowly. You're going to shift your foot to the floor and inch your right foot over to the left side of the mat. And then bring your right knee down to your right wrist. And you want to bring that left heel in to line up, right heel to line up with the left hip crease. So lengthen the left leg back here. Inhale, tall spine. Exhale, fold forward. So you can bring your hands to stack underneath your forehead. But being really mindful of the right knee. If this is giving you any trouble, you can come into a thread the needle, which looks like this. So if I'm getting on my right side, I want to stretch my right glute. My right ankle is on my left thigh. And I'm reaching through the legs, grabbing onto the left hamstring. So making sure that this is comfortable for your right knee. The other option here is to put a block underneath your right hip or something that you have, maybe a book. And right toes are active towards the right knees. That'll also help protect the knee. So deep breaths here. Exhale, let go. Stretching through the right hip. Hug the right hip crease back as you draw the left hip forward slightly. Melt your heart to the floor. And then soften the jaw and the eyes. Three more breaths here. And then inhale, come on up slowly. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. And then you can press back into downward dog. While we're in downward dog, a little walk out here. And then from here, we're just going to reach the right heel down and get into the calf before we come into the other side. Take the left heel down, reach it down, ground, press, root. Again, right side, reach down. And left heel presses down. Dialing the hands away from one another as you're in this, active through the upper back. And then you can bring left knee now to the left wrist, right leg lengthens back. Inhale here, exhale, fold. So again, make sure that left foot is active, left toes towards the left knee. And the left heel lines up with the right hip crease, sort of in that alignment on that right side. So you don't have to bring the leg up very far. Deep breath in, exhale. Hug the left hip crease back, right hip draws a little forward. Evening out the hips, inhale, exhale. Three more breaths. And come on up slowly. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Press back into a downward dog again. Dance out, walk out the hips as much as you need. And then we'll come back into pigeon on the right side. You can use a block underneath your right glute, or if if you don't have a prop, you can, you might be actually okay without it. So just see how it feels. And this one, if it's available for you, you can give it a try. You're gonna bend the left leg and grab onto your left foot. You can pull it in as far as it feels okay. You might come to the elbow crease. You might need a strap. Maybe your foot's quite far away. You can't quite grab it. So you can always use a strap here. You can strap your foot and pull in. Okay? But if you do have your foot, you can pull it in as far as it feels okay to get into that left quadricep, the hip flexor. Release that down. And then switch sides, come back into downward dog, and then alternate. So you're going to come into the left side, left knee up, right leg back. Maybe you prop up with the block underneath the left hip. And then bend your right leg and pull in as far as it feels okay. So you can grab the foot from the inside or the outside. Personally, I like the inside, opens the chest and the shoulder a little more. So you pull it in as far as it feels okay for that knee. Make sure the knee feels okay in this. One more breath. Release that down. And then hands pressed to the mat and back into downward dog. My strap is loving me today. Oh my goodness. Inhale. Exhale here. In breath. Out breath. Come on to the knees. So curl the toes under for that arch stretch. Again, we did the arch stretch for the warm up. Now we're doing it for the feet at the end. Some care for the feet. 2 more breaths. And bring yourself forward, uncurl the toes, and a little bit of movement in the ankles. So sitting back and rolling gently up and down the ankles. And good stuff. We're going to come forward and move a little bit more into the quadriceps. So you're going to lie on your left side here. Bring your arm out as a pillow. Maybe you've got it tucked in underneath you. You can grab your right ankle, line your right knee up with your right hip, and pull in. So if that's bothering the right knee at all, you can actually switch this, where the top leg bends, and then you grab the back leg and pull the heel in, okay? So you can rest your head, pull the heel in, so whichever one you're on, you can really get into the quadricep nicely here. Take a few more breaths in this. And then we'll release that. And I'm just going to switch sides. So I'm facing you. You coming onto your other side. And grab the top ankle. Pull the left heel in. I should say, grab your left ankle. Pull your left heel in. If that's the side you're on. But if it isn't, just pull the heel in, whichever side you're on. And if that one's not working for you, especially if the knee feels a little out of whack, then bring the left leg down and grab the ankle, the bottom ankle. Okay? And flex that foot that you have. You're grabbing that ankle and pulling into the heel, into the glute, sorry, I should say. One more breath. And you're going to release that and come into, just onto your back here, into happy baby. Grab onto your feet, outside edges, and press your feet up into your hands and pull down with your hands. So getting into the hip creases a little bit more. release that. You can grab your big toes with your peace fingers, straighten the legs above you, and then come wide with the legs, getting into hamstrings and groin. Inhale here, exhale, maybe drawing the legs towards you a little more. Notice where the tension is here. Breathe into it. Come back to center. Rock yourself up to seated. So grabbing, I'm going to put this in the little summary for the class, but you're going to need a set of therapy balls. You're going to take the therapy balls and move into a bit of rolling for the fronts of the legs, for the anterior tibialis, right where you can get shin splints, okay? So you're going to take the balls right underneath, right below the knee, and then you roll the balls down to your ankle and back up. So you might that might be enough. If you want, you can come up, do a bit of compression, you're pressing down, twisting. So you make that call. You might even just lean a little bit and hold. Relax your right ankle, relax your right foot. Notice if you're holding on to it. Let it drag as you move up and down. Couple more breaths here. And then before you come into the other side, sit back for check-in. Check-in point, it's called, where you just notice if you feel a little difference, right to left side. And then we'll roll the other side. So you come out underneath I like to start the balls underneath my hip, so it's easier to roll, and I'm not trying to reach way out. Like if I'm out here and trying to roll, it's not going to work very well. Up and down. Maybe you're doing coming up onto the leg and twisting, or maybe not. Just rest the left foot, drag it on the floor, on the mat. Lean maybe to the left a little more. That can really get into your anterior tibialis. So with shin splints, the muscle pulls away from the bone. So this is a really, it can be a really tender spot. It's really important to give it some circulation support with the balls and breaking up any scar tissue that might be happening from the wear and tear of the running, coming from your run. One more breath. And then come on up. The balls sit back onto your heels. Good. Okay, one more. Come onto your back. Make your way down. I had a request from my friend Julie to do a little more relaxation at the end for something like this, especially at the end of your run, right? So it's really nice to have. Thank you, Julie, for letting me know. You're going to bump your hips over to the right. Shift your knees to the left. Arms extend out to a T shape or maybe cactus arm shape. Turn your head to the right. Deep breaths into your right side body. Side out your mouth. Again, inhale, fill up. Exhale. Bring your left hand to your right thigh. Press your right thigh up into your hand. Might get more stretch through the right side. Press up for 3, 2, and 1. Switch sides, hips over to the left, knees turn to the right. And turn your head softly to the left with the gaze closed. So unopen gaze. Deep breaths into your left side. Follow the breath into your left side and out. Inhale and out. Bring your right hand to the left thigh. Press the left thigh up into the hand. Keep pressing. One more. And release that. Back to center. Come into Shavasana momentarily. Take your legs down into resting pose. Arms extend. Deep belly breath in through your nose. Side out your mouth. Beautiful effort today with your run or your walk. Taking time to reset and restore and renew after your movement. So really important to give your muscles that nourishment after you've used them, and just giving everything some care that it needs a reset. Thanks everybody for being here. Take as long as you need in your rest. Lots of love and light, and we'll see you on the mat soon, hopefully. Namaste.